Boom. Synth fan. Synth fan, you're quick on the draw. There's Foxhill Dreams and Tina G. Misha Oliver, Melissa McQueen, Cecile Kazemi, Punxsutawney Mo, Denise, Tracy M, Kathleen, Peter is a boss, Cha Cha, Samantha B, Stephanie L, Kathy Murphy, Lucy L, Amanda Crawford, Michelle Warmuth, Samantha Hawkins, Wilbur McCarthy, and me, BDD in the Heezy. The Trump Reaper, Adrian Gladish, Lisa Straw, Sally Rose, Sandra from Paramount, Ms. Nick, Eddie G, Foxhill Dreams. Wait, did I shout you out already? You got another one. You got a bonus. Shell Teresa, Victorina, Lee Saunders, almost at the stroke of midnight in the UK. Misha Oliver. My chair dancing is on point. Welcome to another episode of Storytime with BDD. I'm your host, BDD, aka Brooklyn Dad, and this is Storytime. Gling, gling. All right. I see Cindy C has popped in, as has Valerie G. I feel like I haven't seen you in a minute, Val. Welcome back. Dana X is here. Watcher Sokol has also arrived. Okay, so we got a few things to cover today. Some surprising things, some really fun things I can't wait to share. And I will do so starting with our stories of the day. Stories of the day. Whoa. Do not adjust your sets, tweeps. I am discussing whether or not to carry or not to carry a firearm. Pandemic panic has caused the Dow Jones to plummet. We'll discuss why. Donald Trump versus George Washington and Abe Lincoln. And for the first time on this show, we are doing a guessing game for Name That Love Song. Last but not least, or maybe it is the least, Matt Gaetz and MTG, Marjorie Taylor Greene, are the face of America First. So America First is today's You Raggedy Bish. You see what I did there? I did the tune and the faces and the... So America First is going to be the Raggedy Bish. So I hope you guys had a great weekend. I did, despite the fact that mosquitoes are trying to devour me whole. I posted a tweet this morning about good morning and happy Monday to everybody except for the mosquitoes that are trying to drain me for every last drop of blood I have. And then very helpfully, people were like, hey, try this Avon Skin So Soft or Skin So Smooth, whatever. And then it occurred to me, oh shit, yeah, we did buy that last year, and I believe it was it was effective. So I think we still have some left in the bottle from last year. Um, so we will try that now. But in the meantime, yeah, I'm scratching like a dope fiend. Anyway, let's go ahead and jump right on in to our random part of the show. Uh, uh, uh. And you know I gotta kick that random chill music. All right, so when I left you guys on Friday, I was talking about some possibilities for movies, and it was Space Jam, it was Gunpowder Milkshake. Yeah, it was those two. And so I'm going to give you my update. So, first, Space Jam 2, it was cute. I think you can see where I'm going with it was cute. Yeah, it was cute, you know, but it did not hold the kids' attention. Nah. It took way too long for them to jump into the good bits. And there were some good bits, some funny bits, some shout outs to different movies and properties that Warner Brother owns. And that was the major criticism about Space Jam 2 was like it was too corporate. They're just shouting out their properties. I don't care. I just want to be entertained. So I was entertained, but it took a while to get there. So, you know, on a scale of 1 to 10, I give that a 7.5, which in my book, that's not great. If you don't make the 8s, you can wait for it to come on video or DVD or whatever. Yeah, don't rush to see it. Gunpowder Milkshake, however, well, was better than Space Jam, right? What I liked about this is that it reminded me a lot of a Quentin Tarantino movie, and you know, in the cinematography and some of the comments that were made in the action, this was good. It was definitely entertaining, and don't expect, you know, Oscar-worthy performances or writing from this. This is not that kind of movie. It's just action. It's shoot 'em up, you know, and it was satisfying. I did enjoy this. And of course, you know, you've got Angela Bassett and Michelle Yeoh, Carla Gugino, and the woman who played what's that one? The blue-skinned woman in Guardians of the Galaxy, begins with an N. Can't remember it, but her. She was the main one, minus the blue makeup. But now, a new show that I just started watching last night, thanks to Scribble My Dibbles putting me onto Apple TV, whatever. Thank you again, Scribble. I mean that sincerely. I mean it. Shmigadoon. The name of this show is just fun to say. Shmigadoon. Shmigadoon. If you like musicals, you will love this show. And if you like comedians that are worthy, you know, you will definitely enjoy Keegan-Michael Key and Cecily Strong as the two leads in this show about a couple whose relationship... Thank you, Samantha Hawkins. It was Nebula. That was... That's what I was looking for. Okay. Keegan-Michael Key and Cecily Strong play a couple who are involved in a relationship that's been going on for about 3 years, and you know, maybe they've peaked and now they're on their downward, you know, fall or whatever. And Cecily Strong's character says, "Hey, let's go on this hike to try and, you know, revitalize our relationship." So they go on this hike and they find this town called Shmigadoon, where everything everybody does is like a musical, and you can hear the music. You know, at one point they're like, "Where's that music coming from? Why is it everywhere?" You know, and it's hilarious. It really is hilarious. There's only 2 or 3 episodes in the books so far. This is streaming only on Apple TV. I'm sorry if you guys don't have that. I was forced to get Apple TV because Ted Lasso is such a great show, but it turns out that they have other really good shows for $5 a month. It's not so bad. And in addition to that, it's got Martin Short as as a leprechaun. Good show, very entertaining. The colors are very vibrant, bright. I like it, and the music is fun too. All right, so that's that for the random stuff. I got some things to get into in our quick hits, so let's do that now. Yeah, you son of a bee. Hit him quickly. Quick hits. The Dow Jones today suffered quite a precipitous fall. It plummeted a whopping 725 points today. And it ended up it closed at 33,962 points. And this was driven mostly by nervous investors who fear the rise of the Delta variant and its impact on our economy, the global economy. And they're also concerned about the inevitable rise of interest rates as a response to the uptick in prices, otherwise known as inflation. So I wouldn't be too concernicus about this, guys, whether or not you own stocks. Matt! There's my friend Matt from Albuquerque with a very kind donation. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate that. Whether or not you own stocks, don't sweat, the Dow Jones. It goes up and it goes down, and keep in mind, just to keep things in perspective, the eight biggest one-day drops in American history all happened under Trump. So take that with a grain of salt, and buckle up for the roller coaster ride that is always the stock market. Next up, this guy here is a January 6th insurrectionist who was sentenced today for trespassing. U.S. Capitol rioter Paul Hodgkins got only 8 months in prison. Oh, is that loud? Thank you. Okay, let's see. Quick Kids tune. Let me turn that down. How's that? Is that better? Thank you, Johnny's 2 cents, for that. All right. So despite the fact that prosecutors had requested 18 months for this scumbag, seen here in the Capitol waving his Trump flag, okay? Yeah. It's a sure sign of patriotism when you bypass the American flag and you think a Trump flag is where it's at in the Capitol building that you just unlawfully broke into. And, naturally, a lot of people were disappointed because the whole point of this whole process is to send a signal to other would-be insurrectionists like, nah, don't do that because you're going to get a hefty sentence. 8 months. He gets 8 months, maybe he's out in 4 months. That's kind of bullshit. It's not even kind of bullshit. It's very, very bullshit. So speaking of underwhelming legal consequences, it appears that many people on the left, in Democrats, hey, what's up, Wojo Mom? There's our friend Wojo Mom. Hope you're feeling well today, my friend. Happy to have you here. Speaking of underwhelming legal consequences, a lot of Dems are feeling some buyer's remorse on Merrick Garland. He seems to be very underwhelming in just how he's managing the DOJ. And I get it. A lot of people are like, hey, just, he's only been there a couple of months. Slow down and just blah, 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 blah. But dude, you knew what you were coming into. You got to hit the ground running, right? And a lot of people were rightfully pissed when we found out that Wilbur Ross, this 80-something-year-old billionaire, is being given a pass on prosecution after investigators learned that he committed perjury under oath. They're not going to press any charges on him at all. And again, this is sending the wrong message that that nobody is above the law unless you are a rich old white guy. That's it. And then I think there was something trending on Twitter like fire Merrick Garland. I wouldn't go as far as saying to fire Merrick Garland, but I sure as hell hope he sees the fire in the base and responds accordingly. Although the DOJ is supposed to be apolitical, dude, you got to know what side your bread is buttered on. This is the wrong signal to send that you are going to go light on these rich old white guys, because they're as much criminals as somebody selling weed on the corner. Speaking of criminals, speaking of rich old white guys who belong in prison, the former guy told Carol Leonnig and Philip Rucker, these are the two people who wrote the book that is coming out tomorrow, I believe. It's called I Alone Can Fix It. In an interview, he told them that if George Washington came back from the dead, that it would be very hard to beat. Wait, not only that, excuse me. If George Washington came back from the dead and then selected Abraham Lincoln as his running mate, he said it would be very hard to beat Trump. It would be very hard to beat me because I'm a tremendous, I received the most votes ever. This is the same guy, by the way, who said that he was treated worse than Lincoln. But let's look at a tale of the tape. Anytime you look at a matchup, you have to look at who the opponents are. So on the one hand, you have George Washington, who was a general, it was the first president, first of all. It's also the same guy who said, I cannot tell a lie, that guy, versus Donald Trump, who never served in the Army. In fact, not only did he not serve, he evaded service. Not only did he tell a lie, he told 30,000, I just saw an article, 30,000 lies during his time in office. And he thinks he could beat George Washington and Abraham Lincoln. I'm sorry. I don't think he could beat the corpse of George Washington. I don't think he could beat Alec Baldwin doing a cosplay of Trump doing a cosplay of George Washington. He couldn't do it. No. Twice impeached, draft dodging, criminal. Hell no. It's clear that the dude is off his meds. Let's see, what else do I have in the quick hits here? So, no, that's it. That's it for the quick hits, guys. That was quick. That's why we call it quick hits, because it's quick. Samantha B says, Washington could have been president for life, but decided to show the country how to transition. Thank you so much for that contribution. I like that. Corey Lord says, also, George Washington and Abraham Lincoln are far more experienced than Trump. Yes. Synth Fan adds, Washington refused to have emperor-like powers. Indeed. Yes, Trump is a loser, Paula Freitas. All right, guys, it is now time for a timeline, a cleanse. Timeline cleanse. Timeline cleanse. Doom, boom, boom. All right, so part of the reason I do this timeline cleanse is because, you guys know, our Twitter feeds are often full of anger and vitriol and negativity, and this is the positive part of the show. And what better way to start off the timeline cleanse is through an act of timeline cleansiness. So here, it's a baseball game. Some dude, he got a foul ball. He climbed over chairs to get it. And unlike, you guys have seen plenty of clips where you see grown-ups, they'll catch the ball and there's a kid there, like, and they don't give it to him. But this guy, he gets the ball, he revels in joy for a minute, throws his hands up there, and then gives it to the little girl. That's it. Kindness costs nothing. But look at the impact. Look at the happiness on this little girl as she runs down. I got it! I got it! It's beautiful. I love it so much. Yeah. Be like that guy. Let's see. Trump Reaper says she tweeted me and wifey a video with 2 black kittens like ours. I haven't seen it yet, but thank you for that. I will try to find it. Let's see. Okay, next up, we have another clip here. Now, this is more of a focus on getting vaccinated. We've been talking about the pandemic of the unvaccinated, and it's getting serious, Even Fox and Friends was debating, getting vaccinated this morning, where you have on the one hand, Brian Kilmeade is saying, it's all right to not get vaccinated, even though I'm vaccinated. But, I don't need to impress on anybody. I don't need to force anybody to get vaccinated. If they want to do it, it's their business. And then Steve Doocy, of all people, Steve Doocy is the voice of reason, saying, actually, if they get vaccinated, they can live. Well, if they want to die, it's fine. He's like, they don't want to die. Steve Doocy was the voice of reason. During this weekend, I tweeted something to the effect of, hard to believe that we have to beg and plead for people to save their own lives. Well, in this next video clip, this guy is done with the begging and the pleading. He's done with it. And I saw this and I was like, you know what? He's got the right idea.
I'm not going to get the vaccine, then die. What do we do, argue with you? I'm not on the debate team. This isn't mock trial. Aren't you worried about the side effects? I'm worried about the disease.
Yes.
Well, they're tracking you through the microchip. They're tracking you through the phone you're watching this on. Get the vaccine. I'm not going to get the vaccine, then die. What do we do, argue with you? I'm not on the debate team. This isn't mock trial. Aren't you worried about the side effects? I'm worried about the disease. Well, they're tracking you through the microchip. They're tracking you through the phone you're watching this on. Get the vaccine.
I'm
not going to get the vaccine.
I don't know how many different ways we can say that, tell people to get the damn vaccine, save your own life, But yeah, get the vaccine already. So this next one is my favorite. And let me just give you a little background to this. Wifey and I, one of our favorite things to do is when there's a thunderstorm or a lightning storm or whatever, usually a thunderstorm, we like to sit on the porch and watch the lightning. We have a good view, a nice sky thing. We like to watch, and don't worry, we're mostly safe. We're safe mostly. We just like to watch the lightning, and I've always tried to get a good shot of some lightning, and I've always been thwarted. It's like a running joke. As soon as I give up and I turn off my video on my phone, I turn around, kaboom! The biggest, most spectacular lightning you've ever seen, right? But this weekend, I lucked out. It was Saturday, and I had also just given up. I had just given up, and then I faked it out. I was like, wait a minute, just one more. And then I found a these. Amazing. So what I did was on my phone. I have an Android phone, and it lets you like modify your video. You can slow it down. You can apply slow motion after the effect. So I captured the video, I applied slow motion, and then I added this little music clip to it, and it's just fantastic. I've never seen lightning go up like that. And then after I tweeted that, naturally like 100 people were like, it's not going up, it's just it's an anvil creep or something, whatever. But yeah, I was just really fascinated by this, and now I don't have to ever record any more lightning for it. I'm never going to get a better shot than that, I don't think. So yeah, that was fun. Let's see. Hey, I see Diane London is here. Welcome. Sally Rose is here. Jen Murphy, Julian Gauthier. Some of you guys popped in after the fact. Patricia Pueyas, Lisa Hathaway, Sylvia Correa, la 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 la, Debbie, Jen and Fat Tony are here. Oh, the whole gang is here. I love to see you guys. Cindy Moore. We got Cindy Moore is here. Okay, that's a new one. Welcome, Cindy Moore. All right. Who else do I have here? Okay, I think I got everybody. Corey Lord, if I didn't give you a shout out already, welcome, my friend. Corey Lord is here. Okay, so let me go ahead and jump. Oh, and Jasmine Lacey, there she is. Jasmine Lacey, welcome. Winnie BG is here too. Everybody's popping up now. No lurking, no lurking. All right, so let me jump into our top story.
I just saw people looking that way, and I didn't know what was going on.
Not ready for that clip yet, but we will get to that. So when you saw in my description of the show, to carry or not to carry, you must have had questions, right? Because everybody who knows Brooklyn Dad knows that he's pro-gun control. Absolutely. And he's anti-mass shootings. And as we've seen, that the more guns you have, the more mass shootings you have. It's just because that's just how it is, right? Michelle Warmoth is saying, y'all be smashing that like button now. Please do so. Thank you, Michelle Warmoth, and for everybody else who's given the reminders earlier on in the show. I thank you for that. So why am I even focused on to carry or not to carry? Because frankly, I've never held a gun. Fun fact, never held a gun, let alone pulled the trigger on one. Never held a gun in my life, except for one time. There's one time. I must have been 5 or 6 years old. And Nicole and I, we had these friends who lived in our building, Ralphie and Jason. And I was at their house one day, and Ralphie and Jason's dad had a small little nickel-plated gun. After the fact, I believe it was a 22. It was small, little tiny gun. And we were in his parents' room. I saw it on the bed, and I picked it up, and I pointed it at one of Ralphie or Jason or whatever, and was trying to pull the trigger. Could not pull the trigger. Turns out the safety was on that thing. But, I could have very well been an unintentional murderer that day. Scary. Aside from that, I've never consciously, willingly picked up or held a gun. Why am I even thinking about this, right? What does this have to do with the price of tea in China, as they say? Well, I was watching a movie or a TV show over the past several days that showed a scene of desolation and destruction in the wake of some kind of world-breaking disaster. It might have been a pandemic. It could have been an asteroid impact. It could have been a nuclear war. They always show highways full of deserted cars or cars full of corpses, right? And that gets me to thinking, like, how prepared am I for disaster? Right? What would I do? Would I get stuck on the highway, in a car with thousands of other people trying to flee? By the way, this picture that's on the screen now, this is a famous picture from the TV show, the hit show The Walking Dead. Yeah, and this is one of the first shows in which I saw the highway full of cars. These were people. There's nobody in those cars right now. There's just skeletons and dust, right? Everybody was trying to flee at the same time, you know. So would I be stuck on a highway in a car with my family trying to flee, or or would I learn how to ride a motorcycle, right? And then whisk my family away to safety? I'd probably have to make a few trips or teach somebody else in the family how to ride a motorcycle so we could ride two at the same time. Two, our mode of escape, transport, would be a boat. So yeah, I'd have to win the lottery in order for this plan to work. I'd need a boat, right? But stick with me anyway. We're assuming a lot of shit here. We're assuming that I'm going to learn how to ride a motorcycle. I'm going to learn how to drive a boat. I'm going to get the money that is necessary to buy a boat. Why a boat? Because the boats can take you away from where most of the drama, most of the murder and the killing, the mayhem is happening. You're out there on the open seas. It's just you and your boat, right? Right? You're pretty safe out there. No, you are not, because pirates are the thing. Stick with me. I promise you, you'll see where I'm going, and then you'll appreciate this whole rigmarole, this whole nonsense. Pirates, and not the kind of friendly pirates like a Johnny Depp as Captain Sparrow, drunken pirate. Rawr, rawr, rawr. No, no, no. It's the kind of it's like the real world pirate. Look at me. I'm the captain now. Somebody gets on your boat and they've got multiple people that have assault weapons. Yeah, they have assault weapons. Get on your boat, take your shit, maybe throw you overboard to the sharks, or if they have no food, maybe you become their food too. Ooh. There's many nightmare scenarios. That would be a concern. But so that, ladies and gentlemen, is the scariest thing about these horror movies, these zombie movies. The scariest thing is not the zombies trying to eat your brains. It's not. The scariest thing is not the pandemic. It's not the disease that kills people quickly or slowly or whatever. No, those aren't the scariest thing. The scariest thing is the people. The people, the survivors of this dismantling of society, okay? Because that's what happens. In a disaster movie, you got no more cops, you have no more courtrooms, you have no garbage collection, you have no food delivery, none of that shit, right? This is a picture, by the way. This is Negan from The Walking Dead, who a lot of people said I look nothing like the guy. I like his acting, but I don't look anything like him. This was a scene from The Walking Dead, and I'm sorry, if you haven't seen this shit already, this is 3 or 4 seasons ago, where he proceeds to bash people's brains in with, I have the bat here somewhere, with a bat with razor wire wrapped around it. This is brutal shit. Brutal. And that's what happens in these movies and these TV shows. Yeah, you see a little bit of peril from Jed Murphy, the garbage collection. That shit is real. We go if we miss garbage collection, like on a Tuesday or whatever, damn it, that extra bag of garbage, that shit stinks. Just imagine a whole world full of no garbage collection. But it's the people, it's the survivors of these disasters who show, see, when you'd like to believe in a perfect world, when there is a disaster, people come together. They come together and unify to strengthen each other. There's safety in numbers, as they say. But often what we see is is real shitty behavior from pockets of people. Look at what we have right now. We're in the middle of a disaster right now. We're in the middle of a pandemic, right? Now, we still have garbage collection. We still have food delivery. We still have cops and all that shit. However, despite the evidence that is clear to people that if you get vaccinated, you have a much better chance of surviving than those people who don't. 99% of the people who are hospitalized or dying from COVID, they are unvaccinated. And they already have the information. We know because they and their families are saying from their hospital bed with a freaking ventilator in their throat, they're saying, I wish I had gotten vaccinated. Too late! So people don't know how to act in the middle of a disaster. So that brings me back to, should we carry? Should we open? Hey, Jen and Fat Tony, thank you, my friends. Thank you very much for that donation. That's very kind of you. Should we open carry? Should we just carry? Should we arm up? Why? And why, if we were to do so, why would we do so now of all times? I don't know. I mean, I get the feeling that on the horizon, there are some very unpleasant times. Yeah? Cops can't be everywhere all at once, right? And you'd like to think that if shit goes down, and let's say me, for instance, there's a lot of people on the right that hate my guts. They hate me with a fiery, burning passion. They hate me. It's not stopping me from saying or doing what I do, but, it's kind of scary to think that, if shit jumps off, let's say a civil war starts, who are they going to go after? They're going to go after people who are well known, who, communicate with our base, with our side. What happens? Do I want to learn how to use a gun like when somebody's trying to break into my house? No, that is not the time to be trying to figure out how do I load this clip into this gun? How do I hold this gun properly? To save myself and my family. Now, am I concerned about, suddenly getting pissed off and going on a murderous killing spree? No, I'm not concerned about that. In fact, most likely, if I were to do that, get a gun, I would train. I would go to a range like this. I'd learn how to use it, and I would keep the gun unloaded and locked in a box. Simple as that. And would only take it out in case of emergency. And that gives you a chance against people like this. Our society is chock full of people that guns are life for them. That's all they care about is guns and killing, and it's crazy. And then the other day on Friday, just bringing it all back to reality. Okay. Now I'm bringing it back to reality because it's one thing to be concernicus about zombies and aliens and shit like that. And, but we're in the real world right now where there are real world consequences for this gun problem and our lack of gun control. I would gladly subject myself to a background check and to a waiting time and all that shit. Gladly. Just the other day, right before a baseball game, or maybe in the very beginning of the baseball game, there was a shooting right outside the Nationals Stadium, the Washington National Stadium. They had to evacuate the damn baseball stadium. When have you seen that before? I haven't. First time. It's the first time for everything. And then to make matters worse, there was a little girl who was in the vicinity, and here's what she had to say.
I just saw people looking that way, and I didn't know what was going on until I heard someone say get down, so I just started going under the seats.
Oh my gosh, how are you feeling?
It was my second shooting, so I was kind of prepared, because I always am expecting something to happen.
It was my second shooting, she says, like, it ain't nothing but a thing. Are you fucking kidding me, bro? An 8-year-old girl, I always expect these things to happen? Look, I'm for freedom. I'm for having the ability to defend yourself and to defend your family. But, and here's the common sense. Here's where common sense hits the road. I'm also for all of the other safeguards that should be in place to protect innocent souls like that. This 8-year-old girl, she's lucky that she's around, that she did the right thing. She dropped and went under the seats and shit, and she's alive to tell the story, calm and cool, like, yeah, I knew something was gonna jump off, so I went into action mode and slipped under the seats. It ain't nothing but a thing. It's my second shooting. What's the big deal? It's a big deal. Kids should not have to. And it's not like there's nothing we can do. There's something we can do, and it's the people in charge who prevent this something we can do. They pretend to wrestle with it. But would I get a gun? I'm thinking about it, actually. I'm thinking about it. I have no desire to hold one. I'd rather have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. Because, right now we're in a pandemic where we still have cops and we still have, first responders and all that shit. But, it feels, I could be wrong, but it feels like we're not far from being in, hang on, sorry. This is another sad thing. This little girl was a victim. Was just an innocent bystander victim of gun violence, unchecked gun violence. And this year we have seen way too many mass shootings. This map is a map. It's not an electoral map. This is a map of mass shootings in 2021. So, I'd much rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it. And that's what I got to say about that. Amanda Crawford says, if you decide to get a gun, make sure you are properly trained in firearms first. Absolutely. Absolutely. Let's see. We have somebody named Twitter Resets saying, mostly in Democrat-run cities. Oh, well, you are wrong there. I posted a tweet a while ago that showed a top 10 list of gun violence in cities that were 7 of those 10 were Republican-run cities. So, fun fact for you. Fun fact. I'm not sure if you're a troll or not. I will let you chill, but as long as you're respectful to my viewers here. All right, so Cha-Cha says, that's a troll. Wait, Oh, Tina G. Tina G said, you need to leave. No sooner than I asked the question, is that a troll? Tina G was like, fuck that. No chances. Boom. Well done, mods. Well done. You guys are on it. Damn. All right, so now this is the part of the show. Oh, Amanda Crawford. Amanda, you're yelling at a guy who's already out of the room. But thank you guys. God damn it! Did I forget? I'm always forgetting something. All right, don't worry. This is gonna take me just maybe a minute to correct, but. Yeah, I've been looking forward to this part of the show all day because I started singing these songs to wifey last night to quiz her, and at at one point I wanted to call Scribble My Dibbles and quiz her, but then that would put her out. She couldn't participate in the show. So, but I'm sure she's gonna know some of these. All right, so this is the first time we're doing a guessing game for love songs, the Silent Storm. So, for those of you who are new to this show, this is how it works. I'm going to sing a few lines from a popular love song, and it's not from any particular decade. Some are from the 60s, some from the 70s, 80s, 90s, etc. And if you recognize the song, you type it up to say who it is and what it is. You hit send, and then whoever guesses right, the first 10 or so, nothing but love songs. The first 10 or so people who guess right, I will shout you out. Okay? So get your thinking caps on, listen closely. Without further ado, I give you the first song. Oh, shit, sorry. Trump Reaper says she prefers hate songs. For example, I hate LA. You ain't right. Here we go. Song numero uno. I did my best, but I guess my best wasn't good enough. 'Cause here we are back where we were before. Seems nothing ever changes. We're back to being strangers. Come on. Let's see it. Who am I singing? Wondering if we ought to stay or head on out the door. Just once, wah, wah, wah. Can you figure out what we've been doing wrong? All right, we got James Ingram with Just Once. And at the top here, we got Tracy M., Monique Lee, that damn Karen. I'm not saying that's her name. That's her name, that damn Karen. That will never not make me laugh. Pete is a boss. Misha, Oliver, Cha-Cha, Eddie G, Scribble My Dibbles, Linda K, Watcher Sokol, Samantha Hawkins, Shell Paulette, Tanise, Debbie Neiman. Oh, no, not Debbie Neiman. She said Endless Love. So close. Cindy C, Monique Lee, Cha-Cha, Catlini. Okay, very good, you guys. Next up, let's keep this moving right along. Forgive me if the voice cracks here. This is a little high on the register. Don't go changing to try to please me. We never could. You never let me down before. Don't imagine you're too familiar, and I don't see you anymore. Okay. All right. I see that one was just a wee bit too easy for you. Yes, we were looking for Billy Joel. I love you just the way you are. At the top, we got Samantha B, Eddie G, Kimmy Nee, Scribble My Dibbles, Sheila Bird, Synth Fan, Monique Lee, Debbie, Misha Oliver, Amanda Crawford, Tracy M, The Trump Reaper, Cindy C, Sylvia Correa, Julian Gautier, Wilbur McCarthy, Peter is a boss, Punxsutawney Mo, Kathy Murphy. All right. I can't read everybody's names. Sorry, but you guys know. You know. You know. Yes. Scribbled My Dibble said, you should have the shower running while you sing. Indeed. And that is not more true than for this next song. Apologies in advance. Love, soft as an easy chair. Love, fresh as the morning air. One love that is shared by two, I have found with you. Like a rose under the April snow, I was always certain love would grow. Yes, we were looking for Barbra Streisand with Evergreen. Evergreen. Great song. This was from the movie A Star is Born. I think that's the name of the movie. And let's see, who do we got here? At the top, we got Valerie G in her triumphant return to the show. Punxsutawney Mo, Tracy M, Scribbled My Dipples, Monique Lee, Yolanda Rowe, Linda K, Cha Cha, Debbie Neiman, Eddie G, Sylvia Correa, Cindy C, Amanda Crawford. So sorry, you guys, that guessed Endless Love, Close But No Cigarillo. Lisa Straw, Kat Leaney, very good. And that damn Karen says, Babs. She gets the partial credit for the Babs. All right. Here's the next one. I suspect Foxhill Dreams says, you didn't sound like Barbara. Of course not. No, I could never sound like Barbara. Here's the next one. Hopefully I sound a little closer to the actual artist. You know our love was meant to be the kind of love that lasts forever. And I want you here with me from tonight until the end of time. You know, everywhere I go, always on my mind, in my heart, in my soul. Baby, you're the meaning in my life. You're the inspiration. You bring feeling to my life. You're the inspiration. Wanna have you? Okay, let's see. Monique Lee. We were looking for Chicago. You're the inspiration. And at the top, we've got Monique Lee, synth fan. Linda K, I'm giving you partial credit because you said Peter Cetera, who was the lead singer of Chicago. Kathy Murphy, Cindy C. Oops, god damn it. What is happening? Shit. Oh, damn it. Let's see. Kathy Murphy, Cindy C. Just pretend you didn't see what you clearly just saw. Cindy C, Julian Gautier, Misha. That damn Karen gets the full credit, and so does Tracy M, Corey Lord, Lisa Hathaway. We got Valerie G with partial credit, Kat Leaney partial. Jen Murphy gets the full credit. Peter is a boss full. Scribble My Dibbles, your second guess was partially correct. You did say Chicago. You didn't say the name of the tune. Okay, very good, you guys. All right, next one. If you saw it, don't shout out what the hell you just saw. I'm so in love with you. Oh, whatever you want to do is all right with me. 'Cause you make me feel so brand new. I'm no good at singing this shit. All right, let's see who got what and who's right and who's wrong. We're looking for Al Green. Let's stay together. All right, and at the top here we got Tracy M, Misha Oliver, Cha Cha, Synth Fan, Amanda Crawford, Monique Lee, Kyla Murphy, Valerie G, Victorita. You know what? Going forward, I'm giving you guys, whether you get just the singer or the song or the singer and the song, I'm just going to shout your name out because, yeah, you're on. Julianne Gauthier, Misha Oliver, Sheila Bird, Samantha Hawkins, Foxhill Dreams, Scribble My Dibbles, Julianne Gauthier, Lee says, I would have got this one. I believe you would have. This is a very popular song. Sylvia Correa. It's not Tina Turner, but I'm sure she did sing this. This was Al Green. Trump Reaper, Kat Leaney, Debbie Neiman, Lisa Straw. Very good, you guys. All right. Here's the next one. Prepare thyselves. I'm lying alone with my head on the phone, thinking of you till it hurts. I know you're hurt too, but what else can we do? We're tormented and torn apart. I wish I could carry your smile in my heart for times when my life seems so low. All right, we got some answers here. I'm all out of love. I'm so lost without you. I know you were right for leaving for so long. Air Supply, All Out of Love. And let's see, who do we got here? We got Samantha B, Monique Lee, Synth Fan, Tracy M, Julianne Gauthier, Scribble My Dibbles, Kathy Murphy, that damn Karen. That damn Karen. Cha-Cha, Misha Oliver, Kat Leaney, Victorina, Linda Kaysen, Fan, the Trump Reaper gives up. Don't give up, Trump Reaper. Sylvia Correa, Lee Saunders, Misha Oliver, Valerie G. Very good, you guys. Okay, next up. Here's the next one. Do you know where you're going to? Do you like the things life is showing you? Where are you going to? Do you know? Do you get what you're hoping for when you look behind and there's no open door? Where are you hoping for? Do you know? Good one, Debbie Neiman. Debbie says 80s song. And actually, no, it's not. It's not even an 80s song. Okay, I think I got enough guessings. We got a lot of good guessings here. And the correct answer, we were looking for Diana Ross, the theme from Mahogany. Do you know where you're going to? All right. And at the top, we got Misha Oliver, Cha Cha, Monique Lee, Tracy M, Kenna Murphy, Scribble My Dibbles, Julianne Gauthier, Linda K, Misha Oliver, Valerie G, that damn Karen. I love that name. That damn Karen. Samantha Hawkins, Denise, Catalini, Eddie G. Oh, congratulations to Jamie, who believes her better half may have sold a camper. That's good news. Sheila Bird, Wojo Mom, Denise. Wojo Mom with the answer. That's what I was waiting for. Yes, Wojo Mom. All right, here's the next one, guys. Next one up. Looks like I've lost some viewers who did not care for my singing on that last one. All right, here's the next one. Highway run into the midnight sun. Wheels go round and round. You're on my mind. Restless hearts sleep alone tonight. Sending all my love along the wire. All right, I think I got enough guessings for this one. I'm forever yours. Faithfully. All right, and at the top here we got Saint Fan, Monique Lee, Samantha B, Scribble My Dibbles, Misha Oliver, Kimini, that damn Karen, Catlini, Kenna Murphy, Samantha Hawkins, Julianne Gauthier, Tina G, Watcher Soko, Tanis, Jamie from Wisconsin, Lisa Hathaway, Sydney C, Tracy M, Kevin Rutherford. All right. Faithfully. Okay. I'm going to continue because I see Missy Neal is the first to list the name of the song, Faithfully. Linda K, Amanda Crawford, Catalini. Very good. Misha Oliver. There you go. All right. Next one. Next one is the last one, guys. So listen up. This is a good one. When I need you, I just close my eyes and I'm with you. And all that I so wanna give you, it's only a heartbeat away. When I need love, I hold out my hand and I touch love. I never knew there was so much love keeping me warm night and day. Miles and miles of empty space in between us. There we go. We were looking for Leo Sayer, and the song was When I Need You. When I Need You. And let's see. And at the top, we have Lee Saunders. Oh, it's not Nazareth, Misha. Sorry. Monique Lee, Catlini, Cha-Cha, Tracy M., who also had Leo Sayer, When I Need Love, Linda K., Sylvia Correa got the whole shebang. Samantha Hawkins, Julianne Gutierrez, Watcher Soko, Gavin Rutherford with the whole shebang, Valerie G, Wilbur McCarthy, wrote, got the whole thing. Tip of my damn tongue, says Amanda Crawford. Lisa Hathaway says Carole King did this song. Maybe she might have written it. She was a prolific songwriter. Okay, so fun fact, or I don't know if this is a fact, I just know that it's true. Does this guy remind you of anyone else? Leo Sayer, I'm asking. Does Leo Sayer remind you of anybody else who is famous? Come on now. Take a look at that mug. Tell me, who does that guy remind you of? Oh, my God. Yes, indeed. I challenge you to tell the difference between the two. Peter is a boss says Richard Simmons. That's the correct answer. Misha Oliver says exercise guy. Also correct. Monique Lee, Richard Simmons. Gavin Rutherford says Starsky from Starsky and Hutch. I will give you that one. That's good. That's a good one. Lee Saunders says that dude from Fame, Bruno. I know, the guy who played the keyboard, right? Yeah, you're right, because of the hair. Tracy M, Valerie G. Trump Reaper says William Catt. I'm not familiar with that one. Oh, Victorina says Bob Ross. It's the hair. It's the hair, right? Bob Ross, that's a good guess. But really, I was looking for Richard Simmons. Scribble My Dibbles says Richard Fitness Guy. Cindy C, Richard Simmons. Eddie G says the Painter Dude. So Painter Dude, Bob Ross is in second place. Samantha B says the TV Painter Guy. Very good. Very good, you guys. Thank you. This was fun. This was everything I thought it would be, and then some. Thank you for participating in the Guess and Go Name That Love Song. And now, checking my time, I think I'm doing okay here. It's now time for You Raggedy Bitch. Oh, Fox Hill Dream says the guy in Welcome Back Kotter. That's funny. Epstein. That was his name. Epstein. And let's see. I'm still getting some very funny guesses. Wilbur McCarthy says Billy Crystal is actually a good guess, too. Oh, William Catt was Greatest American Hero. Thank you. Thank you, Trump Reaper. And that damn Karen. That damn Karen. Sorry. That name gives me so much joy. Oh, Kathy Murphy with the Ario Speedwagon guy. Okay, no more guesses because we really could compare this Leo Sayer to just about like 50 more people. Okay, today's You Raggedy Bish is America First. So America First is apparently a movement on the right, and it's being primarily spearheaded by two horrible trolls on the right, Marjorie Taylor Greene and jackass Matt Gaetz. And Matt Gaetz and Marjorie Taylor Greene were supposed to have their America First rally in 3 different places in California on Saturday. Place number 1, canceled on them. Place number 2, wait, do I have? No, I don't have that. Place number 2 canceled on them as well. Let's see, do I have the... Place number 1. Place number 2 canceled. And then they reached out to a 3rd place, and of course, all canceled. So what did they end up doing? They ended up holding a they ended up holding their rally at the Riverside City Hall with just a smattering of attendees, not very many as many attendees as they thought they were going to have. But the funniest thing that happened Saturday was the guys from Midas Touch. Those guys are funny as hell. Midas Touch brothers, right? They sent some dude to go and troll Matt Gaetz. And here, if you haven't already seen this, I'm going to show you at least once. Where is it? This.
Oh my God, I'm so excited! I'm so excited! I mean, everyone thinks you're crazy. I don't think you're crazy. People think you're a pedophile. I don't think you're a pedophile at all. I don't think he's a pedophile.
Look at his face.
The charges against him are totally false. They're totally
I'm going to
false.
show this again. Watch Matt Gaetz' face when he realizes what is happening.
I'm so
He's like, wait, what?
I'm so excited. I mean, everyone thinks you're crazy. I don't think you're crazy. People think you're a pedophile. I don't think you're a pedophile at all. I don't think he's a pedophile at all.
Wait,
the charges
what?
against him are totally false. They're totally false. Oh my God.
So good. One more
Oh my
time.
God, I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
wearing the flag
Everyone
camouflage.
thinks you're crazy. I don't think you're crazy. People think you're a pedophile. I don't think you're a pedophile at all. I don't think he's a pedophile at all. The charges against him are totally false. They're totally false.
Marjorie Taylor Greene stayed with the grin and the both thumbs up while the guy is saying, I don't think you're crazy. People think you're crazy. I don't think you're crazy. Hilarious. Hilarious. So major props to those guys at Midas Touch for getting that dude to go there and record that shit. Chef's kiss. Is beautiful. So yeah, these two trolls are now the face of the America First movement. And the America First movement has its roots in nefarious history, primarily with the Ku Klux Klan. And it was also part of Walter Masterson, excuse me, Lee Saunders is giving me the name of the person who did that stunt there, Walter Masterson. Thank you, Lee Saunders, for that. That was fantastic. America First was also a movement during World War II in which a bunch of Americans stated that they wanted no part of the World War II effort to remove the threat of Adolf Hitler and the Nazis. They didn't want nothing to do with that because them people, they got nothing to do with us. That was their official position. America First. And so this is what Matt Gaetz and Marjorie Taylor Greene have chosen to align themselves with. And naturally, any place that wants to do business, oh my goodness, Cha-Cha, thank you so much. That is very, very kind and generous of you, my friend. Thank you for that. Any place that wants to continue doing business with people on the left, because the folks on the left, we're the ones that are actually going out and doing the spending and stuff like that. They're not going to want to host an event helmed by an anti-Semite and a sex trafficker. I don't even understand how these two are still able to walk 6 weeks talking about that guy, Joel Greenberg, and how he's cooperating. He's given them boatload of evidence about Matt Gaetz, and he still, not only does he still have a job, he still has committee assignments, and he's going around the country fundraising with, what's her face, with Marjorie Taylor Greene. Somebody is saying, okay, Deb B says rebooting, Woja Mom says buffering, Misha says buffering, Cindy says buffering. Is everybody buffering out there? Are you guys buffering? What is happening? Okay, Lee says, buffering, but okay now. Misha says, back now. Scribbles, back. Okay, Gavin Rutherford says, not now. Very good. Welcome back, guys. I didn't even leave. So, yeah, this anti-Semite and this sex trafficker are going around being the face of not only of America Now, but by extension, they are the face of the Republican Party. Marjorie Taylor Greene is also a QAnon conspiracist. conspiracy, conspiracy theorist. That's better. That's better. Now, why? You might be wondering, why are they doing that? Why choose California of all places to go? I mean, California is the most liberal state in the entire nation. The most liberal, like it's not even close, right? Your chances of being able to hold an event like that in a liberal state, even if you go to a town or a city that's not all that liberal, you're still gonna have a whole shitload of liberals coming out to protest your ass. Why are they doing that? Well, they can, this is America still. So whether you have competing beliefs or, just horrendous beliefs, you're protected under the law to share those. But why are they choosing a place like California of all places? Neither of them represent California. My belief is that they're doing that. They're basically going into the mouth, into the belly of the beast. Yeah. So the entire Republican Party sees them going out there, sees them getting their venues, their events canceled. And so what happens? That helps feed their cancel culture narrative because, mind you, there's nobody in the Republican Party that has any policy to stand on whatsoever. It's all about, boosting the narrative of cancel culture. So what happens? Saturday, we were canceled by liberal America. Send us money. And they're fundraising off of this. They're fundraising. And not only are they fundraising, but going to a big state like California and getting canceled and still having the event anyway, even though it's smaller and it's outside the city hall. That gives them a national profile. So it might seem like, these guys are crazy. They don't know what they're doing. They know exactly what they're doing. They're being advised, and that just keep your eye on these two raggedy bitches because we're sitting here thinking, they should both be in jail. But what should happen and what reality is are often two entirely different things. And they're still raggedy. Anyway. They are. Let me turn that sound effect off. Raggedy bitches. All right, so that's what I've got to say about that. Please remember to hit the like button. I am now ready to take this many questions. I have time for 2 questions. 2 quick questions because I've run long, as usual. What do you got for me, guys? What do you got? Hit me with your best shot. Why don't you hit me with your best shot? Hit me with your best shot. Far away. Synth fan wants to know, BDD, how's the book going? The book is going slowly. It is going slowly. I must admit, I'm stuck. I don't have enough time to do it. It's stuck. When I didn't have a show to prepare and do all this other stuff for, I had time. And, I have other responsibilities too. So it's going slowly, but I will get it done. I'll get her done. I will. I've already spoken with the artist, John Kelly. He's on board. He knows I'm delayed. He's like, I got you, buddy. I got you. I'll fit you in. Corey Lord wants to know, should California consider doing a citizen's arrest on MTG and Gates? Absolutely not. That is one citizen's arrest that would backfire spectacularly. And no. Unless you have an absolute concrete reason to, like if they are in the act of breaking the law, if they're violating a noise ordinance or whatever. Yeah. If they're, if they needed a permit for a gathering and they didn't have a permit. Yeah, that kind of thing. But just a citizen's arrest? No, definitely not. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for another entertaining and very fun episode of Storytime with BDD. I'm your host, BDD, aka Brooklyn Dad. And remember, if you have not yet been vaccinated, what are you waiting for? Get the vax, get the shot. We've all done it. Get the vax. You know, at the very least, you'll get a good 5G signal. Also, remember to wear your mask. Keep your social distance. 6 feet or better. And have a lovely, relaxing evening. I won't be here tomorrow, but I will be here Wednesday. Same time, same place. I love you all. Peace. That damn Karen. So much fun saying that. That damn Karen. I think that might be my new favorite saying. Hey! Oh, look, Hilda Baiza is here from Hawaii. Aloha. Hey! Oh, Marty got the second Pfizer shot this last Friday. Congratulations, Marty! Cindy C wants to know if I saw the Dukes of Hazzard car jump crash in California. Oh my God, no, I did not. I most certainly did not. Hey! Lisa Straw, thank you for saying that. Lisa Straw says thank you to all of our fantastical moderators. You guys rock. Love y'all. Hey! All right, you guys, once again, thank you. This was a very fun show. And it's now that time. You need to leave.